Hello, welcome everybody. This is Semos with a new series that I am calling, well, how I build the megastructures that I do. I don't know what kind of series name the hell that is, but whatever. You guys, I think, get the idea. So, anyway, right now you may be wondering why the hell I am down here below Adminium. That is, this is the bottom of the level. Bottom of the game, I'm actually below the game. But thanks to single player commands, I can fly around. I've arbitrarily determined that this is approximately the center of where I've built this across. And what I want to do is I've built it 10 across this way. That is 5 on this side, or 11 across. 5 on this side, 1 in the middle, 5 on this side. I'm going to do the same here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And essentially I'm building a square out of this. And this is sort of to show you approximately like the building methods I use and just the way I construct things, because most of the time I actually construct things block by block. I usually do not use MC Edit, although I did to get the earth down this fuck. That was horrible. I don't know why the hell I'm using this, because I always make mistakes like that. I don't think it's too bad. But, so anyway, let me use something else so I can actually fix it. Give stone. Why not? I'll use stone for now. Doesn't have to be perfect at the moment. But yes, this will just give you an understanding of how I build them, what my methods are, the process I go through to actually build something like what I'll be building here, which is the Saturn V rocket. So you'll see what I've been doing. You actually will not see the things I've done on paper because you can't obviously see that. But essentially what I did is I looked on Google and found the dimensions of the rocket, so I would know precisely how many blocks. Knowing that, of course, the world is 128, I can generally find a good size to build things at for the height of the world. So I'm going to build a 1/3 scale model. That is, from here all the way up to almost the height of the map will be the Saturn V. This being the base layer, it'll be 10 wide. It'll be 10 wide at the base, 1 wide at the top, or I mean 11 wide at the base, 1 wide at the top. The reason why I have 11 instead of 10 is, although the measurements would say 10, I'm going to do it as or no, actually the measurements do say 11. Sorry, the measurements do say 11. If I were to divide 33 feet wide by 3, so it is precisely 11. And now I need to figure out how to make a circle around that's 11, as well as go pick up some things I'm going to use to build it. Using the hole that I used for my creeper thing that I've been promoting and stuff. I've got a lot of good comments back on that, so I'm actually really glad. I was wondering if people would enjoy that or not. But anyway, I think it's over here somewhere, yeah. Because these are all built out of wool. I could actually light these on fire. Could, being the operative word, I don't want to. Flint and steel are not nice. And I'm actually going to be building the this as well. I need black, I'm going to need white, and I think maybe some red. Not 100% sure, but I'll take it just in case. But yeah, that has all the colors. Shit. That's stone though, whatever. Anyway, so yes, I'll build it out of wool, so it'll actually be fairly dangerous to go and play with flint and steel in there. the reason why the fog is so high is because when I'm building and all that stuff, my game tends to slow down a little bit, especially when there's lots of jagged edges everywhere. But I think now is the time to try and figure out how to make an 11 circle. I'm going to start with 3 here, so let's see, which way is the middle? Middle's this one. Okay, so I'll start on this side, it'll make it easier for me. Shit, what happens? Okay, that's 3 wide. Now, 2, 2, 3. Does this circle look good? I'm going to find out when I build it, of course, but this is generally the way I go about doing these circles. I just try them out, but they don't always work the greatest. I do use single player commands. It's virtually required to do any of this stuff. And I would highly recommend using it if you're going to be doing any kind of building like this, because it takes really, really long otherwise. That looks like a fair starting circle. I think we can live with that. That's just a reference at the base. If I look at the actual rocket, the base is actually a little bit longer. That is, or a little bit wider. So I will actually widen this out about I'll widen it out about 2 blocks on each side. I think I'll need that for the base part anyway. So, because I'm looking at doing the fins on it, and so that looks like it'll require a little bit more. So, yeah, I have to go do this around, and then I have to worry about the fins. And then after the fins, I have to do the 5 engines at the base. Oops, only 3. Also, instant mine is really, really, really useful. I don't know why I'm using stone, but whatever. Yeah. So I'm widening the base, or the platform I'm going to build off of, because of, well, if you've seen the Saturn V, you know that the engines stick out slightly farther than the tube of the rocket itself, as well as the fins, the 4 fins on the edges. So I have to go out slightly farther than the tube is, so I wanted to have slightly wider base. This will be the tube height, or tube width, and that's what it'll look like. But first I need to figure out how I want to do the engines. Now it looks like if I approximately divide the diagonal by 3, which the diagonal will be from here actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 9. So I guess the engines each would be about 3 wide, with a space for 1 in the middle. So 4 essentially. And there's only 2 spaces. Let me think for a second. So 3 wide. So it's 4, 3, 4, which is 10. Okay. Oops, what the fuck did I throw that for? Okay, so 10. I need to have the middle, which is this. That helps. Which means that these middle 3 will occupy 1. Then space 1, 2, 3. And space over here 1, 2, 3. Which means that this here will be an engine. This size about here. And I'll put a little hole in the middle so I know that it's an engine. But essentially, I think, oops, stupid thing. I think that this will be a good engine size on the corners. So let's try and finish it all. Yeah, that's the reason why I was using, because I accidentally hit more than that with instant line. So, but yeah, that is my plan, is to make the engines like this in this configuration. So again, skip one. And build a block of 9. Come on, get in there. Okay, well that worked. Rather poorly, but it worked. So yes, 1 here, and build around. Okay. So now that the 5 engines are laid out, and I know which method of which kind of circle I'm going to be using, I'm going to break the blocks that are currently not the engine, or not the engines. Actually, sorry, when I said originally it was a third scale, it's not a third scale. It's actually 1-to-1, roughly. Because well, the thing that I'm using is, or the whole thing is actually about 33 feet wide at the tube. So, when I divided by 3, I was essentially converting to meters, which these are supposed to be, or yards, or whatever, close enough, that essentially it is a 1-to-1 scale model, and I'm just an idiot. So I'm just laying out here how I want to build it, and once I have these set up the way I want to, I'll probably replace the blocks with something else. Or I may not, because it looks kind of cool as stone at the bottom. But yes, so these will be the engines, like this. Each one give stone. Although they may be a little bit taller than this. I still haven't really gotten to the basic circle yet. And let me find out a quick picture of the Saturn V. Here, by the way, is the measurements I'm using, in case you're wondering. This has everything I needed to know, in feet, everything. So that's what I'm using. Now I'm going to go to Wikipedia. Actually, you know what? I'll just show you what I'm doing. I'll go to Wikipedia. Saturn V. I don't know why it's that big. One more. It's probably right. No, it's too small. Okay. Saturn V. I just want to get a good look at the engines at the bottom in color to see what they were used, or what color they were. Yes, thanks, launch pictures, but okay, it seems that they are like silver or black or something. It looks like silver, I think. So, well, black here and then silver, unless this here is the outstreaming of the of the of the fuel, but it looks like it is possibly, which is why I don't get it. So I think I'm gonna keep it as stone. It looks fairly right to the color. Anyway, back to the game. So, and I want to go back to that other image I had. It was more useful. Okay, so this image is back for me, which is nice. It'll give me a good idea of precisely how big everything is in relation to itself. So yes, okay. Now these will be one higher, and this will be starting black, I think. Which means I need to get my black wool out. And I need to duplicate 63 times. And duplicate 5 times for now. That'll give you 5 stacks. So yes. And now it seems that this will go a little bit wider, so I'll make this not that wide. This wide. So it'll be 5 total. This is 3, 5, 4 on this, or 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. So I'm trying to make it symmetrical. One more here. Okay. So yes, that should be correct. Then I can always fix it later. Well, actually, it's circular, so I don't think that is correct. Let's see if I can make this one thing circular. What the hell did I do it twice for? I want to at the beginning, move it away slightly, evenly. And that's probably the best I'm going to be able to do is this kind of pattern. Let's collect up what we got. Alright. So yeah, that's what it looks like, I guess. Roughly. That's supposed to be a circle. It's not. I know it's not, but it's supposed to be. So yeah, that's that, and then it looks like it gets sort of cut a little bit. Like if this is the outer edge, this sort of comes out here like this, which forms the fin, which I'm going to say goes out 3 more. That is, it's a 3 wide fin, so okay. If the color's wrong, I can fix that. And the fin looks to be 2 high there, and then maybe 3 high and like that. So that's supposed to be a fin. Yeah, I'm working with 46 height on this, so that's fine. Anyway, so this comes in a little bit more. And I think that this gets cut off by, or almost immediately by the base. Like the base should be here, roughly. Cutting in right there. And then this follows the base up to about 1 above this. So it follows the base to right there. And so this would be where it gets cut off on either side. So this is my process trying to replicate the Saturn V. And so I'm trying to replicate as best as I can this part. So when you see it from the side, it's supposed to look like, or at least from the top even, just the part that sticks out on each corner. I think it's fair, at least for now. I think I'll try and set up, I'm probably going to need 2 of these. If I have both of these pictures, I think it'll help even more. Come on. so I don't accidentally discolor or miscolor or whatever. Which I probably already did, because I think this was supposed to be white. Or they're probably supposed to be white. Let's find out. No, half of them are white, half of them are black. So that's okay. That's fine then. That means that the one over here also has to be black. Oops. So I have to just replicate what I did on the other side. All, like everything exactly the same, which means 1, 2, 3. So now this should be equivalent. Oops. Now this should start to look equivalent to that one. Right. So these should be 1 block higher than the other ones. Right. Yeah. Good. Good. Just making sure. Now they're the same height. Now they're 1 more. This is actually really hard to do because you're using meter wide blocks. You're not using something slightly different. So that's what I've tried to do. I think that looks fair. And then I put 2 here as well. And now I need to make the other 2 out of white because they're white. So, oops, the hell did I drop that for? And so I need to go through the same methods I did before. And then replicate these out of white. So 2 here, 2 here, 1 in the middle, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, and 1. They do the same over here. 3 out, 2 out, whatever. I'm just rambling on here, saying a bunch of nothing, but this video is more of a how do I build my creations. So 1 out, 2 out, 3 out. I don't know where that last one went, but whatever. Two, 1 more. Okay. So I'm just replicating what I did in black in white now. So it can be accurate as a model. So it looks like the real thing, and I hope it does. And actually, I think these are supposed to be 1 higher. Just as they were supposed to be 1 higher on the black version, but I didn't do that. The second one, which I'll fix right now. Forgot to do these up 1 more. Okay, now on to the second one. So 2, 3. Okay. There's 3. Put that one there. 1, 1, 1, 1. Go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. And then 2 in the front. There we go. Okay. So that's essentially that part. Now the next part I need to do is form the base out of these things. So let's see, how does it work here? Right, it changes sort of like halfway between, roughly. So if this, hold on, the other picture. So if this is the middle part. Actually, no, I messed up a little bit slightly. These are not supposed to be there. Sorry. Seem to have made a mistake. And that's alright. Mistakes are okay. These shouldn't be here either. These are only supposed to be like protection housings. And why the hell did I got stone up too? Fix that. Some things can be a pain. But yeah, let's call that fixed now. So anyway, it seems that the middle parts are where it changes, and that essentially, if I'm going to call that the base, I'm going to need to make the circle starting right where, yeah, these are actually supposed to go down one more. Starting right where this is, this one up here is supposed to be the beginning of the housing. So that's where I'm going to end this episode off once I get that sort of set up. Just trying to sort of give an idea of what I do when I do these projects. Again, if you think that you want to see more or you like these, let me know, because I'll do more of them. If you want to see how these are built, some tips, some things I go through. Okay, now what do I want to build the first layer out of? White and black. So I'll start with black from here. So facing it. Right. If my beginning thing was 2 in here, it was, see, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it was like this. Come on. And then 1, 2. Okay. This will just help me if I have one of these around. Which means that I should have one here. Oops. 1. This should be down one more. Should have one here. Because I just should. Then I'll go into this one. But before that, let me do this here. So there should be these two, and then put an extra one on this side. So now I switch to white for the third, and then I do. So now that this should be a good way to sort of see, once I get the circle done, what the colors are like on this. 1, 2, and then back to black. And then 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, back to, back to white, which does 1, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, and then one more, and then one black. Right there. Okay. So yes, that is essentially the idea, and then I would build up. So let's see. So this from the ground is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is that 5, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me just check the picture and I'm at 10. Seeing how much I want to go. Well, if it's approximately a third of the total height, then a third of the total height is, if the total height is 46, it's about 45, which means 15, so that'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this will be the height of the first section. Then it would be white from here up until 46 above this. And then there'd be some other things at the beginning of stage 2. Just going by the pictures. So while this is not perfect, it'll be fairly close. I'll be able to put the red USA on it. Okay. That's that side. And this will be this side. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, is just complete up to the part where it becomes all white. Let's see. Precisely how close am I to there? No, not close yet. Oops. I think that's one too high, yeah. Okay, that's the same height. Now let me just do it around. And yeah, this is really all I do. Like, when I built the TV, I actually built that one block by block. And it took forever. It took like 30,000 blocks or something crazy. Oops. Several days of building. But I enjoyed it. And that's what that's all about. You don't need MC Edit. You can always do it yourself. It's fun either way. Well, here, oops. Let's get this up. And then we're almost done with the black on this, and then we'll do the white. And then I'll end this off. So you'll be able to see the very bottom of the Saturn V as soon as I'm done with this here. Fuck you, game. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yes, I really do hope that you guys enjoy this video, because then I'd like to show you how I build even more things, not just the Saturn V, but there's a reason why I say I need things with good data, good amounts of measurements, because it's really hard otherwise to get to replicate them if I don't have really good measurements on them. Like about these patterns, I'm really not sure exactly how the patterns are, and I know I'm slightly off. I also don't care all that much. Like this black next to me should probably be white as well. And it's a slightly more complicated pattern than that, but I don't care, so. Ah, damn it, why the fuck am I messing up here? Game. As soon as I say one more, I take away 2 fucking blocks. Fucking stupid thing. Sorry, I can't help it. It's kind of infuriating when this game does stupid things. And by stupid things, I mean things like that. Because it thinks I'm not right-clicking or something. Or clicking somewhere else. And I'm not really doing it by any method at this point. I don't know. I'm just trying to get them all to same height. Because I think the half-hour video I've just made is more than enough for a first video of this. Oh, I'm not done with the black. I thought I was. Still got one more to go. And oops. But hey, it's all worth it. I hope you guys do enjoy this. And check out my other videos. And I will be posting more of these once in a while as I work on this project. So yeah, when I do work on this project, you will see more of this. And to give you an idea of what's going to happen next, I'll put one more layer on top so you can kind of get the effect of the way this actually was painted. Or whatever. Yeah, I think it was painted. Why wouldn't it be? But yeah, on top of this fucking game. But yeah, on top of this, it kind of just goes to white for a while. And there are some USAs that I haven't put in yet. And they would go right along here. I haven't figured out how high to make the letters, but they go in this patch of 3 somewhere. It'll just say right about here, it'll say U, S, and then a little farther A on all 4 sides in red. And then it continues up a while from here. So anyway, I hope this has been an informative video, and come back next time to see how I finish up stage 1 and start work on stage 2. And then we'll keep on going up until we finish. I'm not building this in a solid fashion because I think that's a little bit overkill. I will, however, do this because I do need to connect it to the central. That is the middle one of the 5. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a rocket, and it wouldn't go anywhere. So I'll do that really quick, actually. And that I keep saying I'll end off the episode. I'll end off the episode. I mean it this time. I promise. I mean it. You don't have to watch too much more, but you'll know exactly how much more time I waste just based on the on how much time there is left in the video. But yeah, this has been MOS with Let's Build Saturn V. And next episode we will, like I said, we'll continue up and we'll be able to watch it as it grows skyward. Well, I'll see you guys then.